politics.
Cool.
That's just another way in which political power works, indirectly, right? Through the medium of campaign financing, whatever. And that's precisely one of the reasons why campaign financing is protected. It's holy ground, and it's not subject to any kind of regulation beyond the most cosmetic sort of thing, like bail. Right? If you're self-funded, things become infinitely more dangerous. Because all of a sudden the degree of political independence, potentially speaking, is going to be much higher, and thus you're less susceptible to the power networks that are already dominant in that particular circumstance. So, I don't know. But I'm sure we can connect that conversation to our conversation on Weber. So today I thought we'll start Weber, but we should also segue into the Foucault analysis of power, which is much newer, and I have a feeling much more interesting in a certain sense. And I'm curious what you think. Yes.
Yeah, like, I mean, that was like, concerning, like, the issue of funding and whatnot, like, that was like one of my critiques of like these kinds of like bullshit organizations, because like, I feel like they channel like, I mean, they're supposed to like channel like political energy, like, into another kind of like reformist organizing, when it could actually be used, when that political energy can be used to head towards a direction that like can be towards something that is like much more relevant. Like, for example, like, they were talking about like, climate change and whatnot. Like, yeah, sure, like climate change, like, okay, so what? Like, if I were to approach like some of my friends, like, okay, like, I don't give a shit about the environment, so what? Like, I don't give a shit like about climate change, but like, if I were to approach them on something like, like, look, let's get the cops off the hood, or like, like, fuck these prisons, you know what I'm saying? Like, they would be able to relate to that, because,
Sorry, now I'm not speaking of there, but you just sound really ignorant, one, because, I mean, there are people who care about other things than what you only care about. Okay, like, it's fine to care about what you care about, and maybe you don't care so much about another person's cause, but that doesn't mean that you should dismiss it. Just saying. I mean, just be respectful. Like, I'm not going to say to you what you're saying is wrong. I'm not going to say to you that what you care about is more important or less important than what I care about, but it is what you care about, so you should be a little more respectful when it comes to that.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to find out the political implications
that's
of how an organization is formed.
Don't say you
Because Artinian pointed out the fact that the funding...
You don't have to curse at us, number one. You sound really ignorant, and that's just, I don't know what to tell you.
At this point, I think it's fundamental that if we're gonna have political, if we're gonna have political debates, of course, as Aristotle said, not me,